It's Madden NFL football. It's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Houston Texans.
It's dreary and miserable throughout much of the Midwest, but don't fear, we've got football to perk up our spirits as we join you from Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. But tonight we've got a good AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Set to go, Evan McPherson to do the honors, and we are underway from Cincinnati. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the second overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
In only 2 seasons, Stroud showed all he needed to at Ohio State. All-American, Heisman finalist, program records galore. He looked every bit like the #1 overall pick. He went number 2, but Houston is thrilled to have him.
Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way down to the 5. A big play there on the first play of the game. 72 yards.
No wasting any time here before hitting on a big play. And that was something this defense talked about having to guard against. Not giving up big plays in the passing game. But here's one on the opening drive of the contest.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pierce.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Dalton Schultz from a yard out. And the Texans march right down the field in 3 plays to claim the early advantage. But 3 plays already in the end zone. That was quick.
We always talk about offenses understanding what they want to do before they go into a game, and they practice it. They have their script and the plays they want to open with. But defenses aren't just reactive. They have their own ideas as well. These ideas didn't get implemented very well. 3 plays and a touchdown already scored against them.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helming the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made the conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
Play action. It's Burrow. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Now Burrow. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 44-yard line. Here's Burrow.
Man open, that's Jamar Chase, complete.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit, and that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions, even when you're taking some hits. Sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that. Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
2nd and 10.
Again, it's Burrow.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive, as this is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, it's Burrow.
That one taken in by T. Higgins.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, this from 44 yards out.
McPherson's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary.
And he'll be taken down right around the 27. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
On second down, it's Stroud.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted.
And the Bengals will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive.
They'll start in excellent field position following the INT.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Again, it's Burrow on 2nd and 10. Now, a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Burrow. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
What a play by Anderson, and that's really the expectation for him. Number 3 overall pick, one of the best pass rushers in Alabama history. He's the type of player Houston expects to be an all-timer for their defense.
So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. Back deep is Tank Dell.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Houston's offense taking over again, and we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
Pierce with a motivated run there, and no surprise he's motivated this season after a late injury robbed him of a 1,000-yard campaign last year and potentially the Rookie of the Year. Even still, the fourth-round pick outplayed his slot with over 900 yards in 13 games.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
2 yards to go, 2nd down. Play action. Stroud now. He'll let this go deep for Collins. And that's caught inside the 35. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. Dances by him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Ready?
Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Here's Stroud. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This will be complete to Mechie. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
So on 4th down, Texan kicker Kaimi Fairbairn comes on. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Fairbairn now. Following the made field goal, he'll send this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Now a 3-time 1,000-yard rusher, Joe Mixon.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Meanwhile, Burrow's throw into the hands of Sample.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. Burrow looking to pass.
Quick slant caught by Chase.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He's got Smith here. Only able to gain a couple there. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
Partner, it took a while for him to lock onto a receiver, and he finally found his man coming left to right across the formation. But by the time he got the ball to him, not much of a chance to turn upfield and make anything out of it.
Third and 3.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But it proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal.
From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good.
And that'll bring him back within 4.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense.
Yep,
run what
put
you
your
do
foot on
best.
the gas.
Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And Stroud now to throw. He'll complete this one to Collins. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. So, Charles, take nothing away from this young man under center, because I know people think he's got a very bright future in this league, but I have to figure the defensive coordinators love the thought of squaring off against a rookie quarterback.
And especially if they have guys they can put together a game plan with that's going to confuse, disguise a lot of coverage, make this kid think a little bit. Because in college, he's seen a lot of things. Let's not get it wrong here. But at the same time, in the NFL, you can do so much more because of the athletes you have, because of their football IQ. And don't forget, you're going to throw a couple extra rushers at him as well. See if he can handle the pressure when those guys come at him.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 10-6 the score after 1 right here on EA Sports. A tough situation to overcome here. 3rd and 17. Stroud here on 3rd and long. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 6-yard return after a punt of 48. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offense coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A little jet sweep to start the drive. Jalen Petrie coming up to bring him down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
2nd and 5. Now it's Burrow. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Burrow to Boyd there for the Cincy first.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Burrow will throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Schultz. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Stroud sets up the play action. A quick throw there is incomplete.
So it looked like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now here's Stroud on 3rd down. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
Now Kaimi Fairbairn out for the field goal try for the Texans. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. The kick by Fairbairn is good, and that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. It connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And the tackle going to be made at the 38. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 17 yards to pick up there.
I can't be sure how much of that was planned pre-snap, but it certainly opens up some avenues for their offense. And if he can stay a threat to break off those kind of runs, it'll pull defenders away from coverage and open up some choice throwing lanes for him moving forward.
On 2nd down, Burrow. Short throw to Smith. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Burrow's throw here into the hands of Boyd. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Open man is Chase, complete. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 17-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
2nd and short, that's a rundown, so it's definitely a good time to go play action if you're feeling it. And they do so and pick up a 1st down.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle. That's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here we go. 2nd and 6. Looking to throw. Boyd's the target, and he has it over the middle. And the Bengals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
And they go play action now. Burrow. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Ready?
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Mixon on the toss right. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. So a toss play there does the trick as he's into the end zone.
And you don't run this unless you're sure you've got a guy who has the speed who can get to the edge, because what you're hoping for him to win the race to the corner and turn it upfield to the end zone.
Evan McPherson for the extra point.
It's right through, and we are now tied at 13. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Square now at 13 all as he sends this one away.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
And Pierce gets it again on 2nd down.
He'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Come on. Hit. 60 by 6.
Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. He gets this one to Mechie.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Stroud now on 2nd down.
And his throw here's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down.
Stroud on 3rd down now. And he's got a 1st down there after a gain of about 12 as the clock will stop right now for the 2-minute warning.
The 3rd down conversion is successful. Give him 12 yards that time.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 57.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. They're going across the field. He connects with Mechie.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch.
Second and a couple. Here goes Stroud again.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. There for the sack, B.J. Hill.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards, and that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Stroud.
And that is incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
Kaimi Fairbairn now to attempt the Texan field goal. This a 43-yard attempt. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And with it, they have taken the lead. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Bengals going to take over late in this first half. And with a little under a minute to go, they may try and work their way into field goal range and try to tie up this ball game. They will throw on first down with Burrow. Got his complete over the middle. That's Boyd. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1.
Here we go. Can. Stop.
From midfield now, Burrow. Got a man open. It's Chase. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Burrow. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one goes for 30 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now Burrow. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Open man is Higgins, and he's got it. Touchdown, Cincinnati. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot out to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was T. Higgins who capped the drive with the touchdown reception. Four seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Final play of the half. Stroud looking deep here for Mechie.
It's caught inside the 25.
Pass interference. Defense.
Well, obviously, they never want to see penalties on that defense, but this one a little bit more significant there on the downfield pass play.
And coaches preach it all the time. You can't put yourself in that kind of position if you're the defender. You've got to stay in a spot far downfield where you can play the ball without creating extra contact.
Fairbairn able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in the Queen City, and it's the Bengals leading this one. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. It was Joe Mixon who had it working in the first half. He wound up finding the end zone on a touchdown run to help give his guys the advantage here at the break.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This